Shifting focus now to the Democratic Republic of Congo, where M23 rebels abducted at least 130 sick and injured men from 2 hospitals in the city of Goma last week. As per the United Nations, on February 28, the fighters raided 2 hospitals and took 116 patients from one and 15 patients from the other. What's more, the abducted men were suspected of being DRC soldiers or members of a pro-government militia. Meanwhile, families in eastern Congo laid to rest victims of a deadly bombing that killed at least 13 people in Bukavu, as grieving relatives pleaded with the government to ensure peace and security. At the end of January of this year, the Tutsi-led M23 marched into the city of Goma and have since made advances into East Congo, during which they seized territory and gained access to valuable minerals. Their advance, which started in late December, is the gravest escalation in a long-running conflict that has gripped the country. Since January, as per the government, about 7,000 people have been killed in East Congo and almost 500,000 were left without shelter after 90 displacement camps were destroyed in the fighting which shows no signs of abating. However, the UN in its statement urged the M23 rebels to respect international humanitarian law, protecting the sick and the injured in the course of war. Meanwhile, victims of deadly bombing that killed at least 13 people in Bukavu, one of the key cities captured by the rebels back in February, were laid to rest, and families mourned over the loss of lives of the loved ones whose photographs were placed in front of the caskets.
We have lost a family member, my older brother named Bruno. He left the house to visit his younger brother in the Kadutu commune. He was given access, but after entering the place where the meeting was held, the exit was prohibited. That's how he died from the explosion of these bombs at the Independence Square.
The families also pleaded with the government to help them in times of distress. However, no group has claimed responsibility for the attack as of now. The details of the attack are heart-wrenching. Reportedly, the city's general hospital was treating 68 people for injuries, and Congo's Interior Ministry has said nearly 100 had been seriously injured, while 11 people died on the spot. Others succumbed to their injuries in the hospital. Last week, the UK government added to calls for the rebel group to be part of an inclusive dialogue to help find a political solution to the conflict. However, despite growing international pressure, the Democratic Republic of Congo remains resolute in its decision not to have direct talks with the M23 rebel group. So what happens next? After all, the stakes keep getting higher. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.